Indeed, I welcome you to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video and share today's vibrations. Hello to you, Sagittarius. Indeed, I have a message for you during this Scorpio season. As you're evolving and you're starting to listen to others, and not listen to others in terms of making decisions for you, but basically in terms of, acceptance and appreciation as you're transforming through the Scorpio season. Indeed, truth doesn't always come without dispute, but it doesn't always have to include dispute either. And of course, that will be your overall message for the Scorpio season. But indeed, today I'm going to do a 4-card spread. I'm going to use 2 to 3 different decks to help me with the vibrations today in regards to your romance and your intimacy sector. And one thing about it, Sagittarius, during the Scorpio season here, it is a take charge of your life type of season. One in which we shall, be made to let go of some things and some people and some habits in different atmospheres and auras, that no longer serve us. Getting started here in the past pattern position, which is basically the seeds that you have planted in regards to the beginning of the Scorpio season. We have the Field of Dreams card, and it did come up in the reverse position. And the present pattern position, we have the Wide Open card. And the future position, we have the Rock Bottom card. And finally, we have the Follow the Leader card there for the Final Outcome card. All right, Field of Dreams. And it did come up in the reverse position here, Sagittarius. And I'll show you it in the upright position with the fairies. Interesting. The Field of Dreams. Indeed, this card is about thoughts and feelings and things of that nature. But yours came up in the reverse position. And as I look at the complete spread here, along with this, it's talking about engaging in the field of opportunities. And when we see this card, and it's coming up here in the beginning of the Scorpio, I believe a lot of you probably got lost in the dreams or the aspirations of others in terms of a romance. And maybe some of you have chased, money and image and possessions and things of that nature, within some of your previous relationships, or even, again, the one leading up into here, the Scorpio season, that you've been engaging in here lately, whether it's old or new. You've been placing security in the need of fulfillment, before fulfillment. And you've been approval seeking. Some of you knowingly, some of you unknowingly. But within your romance, even for those of you that are in marriages, still and yet you are experiencing that influence. Definitely this is the time, to validate your dreams and your talents through your romance. Your romance must support that. Your energy, that fire, Sagittarius, it constantly needs that. It does need a partner who, does accept and acknowledge and even understand your passion, your career, your current job. Don't be afraid to enter the field of dreams either by putting yours out there and your desires that, you require within your romance. Remember, nature does have its way of self-connecting. And again, that was there in the beginning of the Scorpio season. So now leading into this present vibrational energy, you have the Wide Open card. And I do like this illustration as I'm putting it here. I really, really do like this illustration. And the vibrational number of the card actually is representing that of a particular Virgo energy, which has been quite prevalent in quite a few people's charts here within the Scorpio season, and that of an earthy sensual nature. But with your Wide Open card here in your romance, It's telling you that yes, you have freedom right now to express yourself to the universe, you know, in a unique way, in a selfish type of way. A matter of fact, even with you transforming and, you know, creating your own lane and your identity of your relationships and of your current relationship that you're having. Even for those of you who may feel that you're single, no, Sagittarius, there's someone, again, and it's clearly stating here in this first past pattern card that you're clearly living out someone else's dreams at the moment and getting them kind of conscrewed with your own dreams in terms of the romance and of the connection. So, yeah, express yourself and share with the world, you know, what it is that you have to offer and that you are offering here within your connections. It's a matter of opportunities, and a lot of opportunities are going to be presented to you to actually do that, be it, you know, in a more smooth way than you're imagining me even saying it. Like, oh my goodness, I feel like I am expressive. So I'm not, so I need to do more. Yes. Yes. Don't remain small and contracted, you know. You are the epitome of the fire, the higher octave of the fire signs. And so, yes, it burns hot. It's a volcano. And so, hey, you're free to roam. Wide open. Burn, baby, burn. And the future position here, this rock bottom card, it definitely is a mirroring image. Two winding roads leading to the same place. And it did come up in the upright position. So usually when we see this, it's a time to surrender. It's a time to just surrender to your romance or to your love. Surrender to your inner spirit that's trying to operate on a higher conscious. Has the key to freedom, and it's definitely calling you. Just looking at how this spread unfolded here, it may be difficult to accept at first, especially during the Scorpio season that's pulling on our moods and our emotions. And, you know, one minute one thing is happening, next minute, you know, you're feeling or trying to second guessing yourself on a particular feeling. Well, perhaps, you know, you've just hit a brick wall at certain moments, you know. And we have to acknowledge that you have in a relationship, a connection with someone intimately. Sometimes that just happens. And for those of you that are married, you know, looking at this card and at this spread, how it's telling you that basically you're like wide open to experience these feelings. If you wait on a heartfelt moment to actually release, you know, then it'll make it worse. So it's saying don't hold in these things. Don't hold back and say, oh, it's not the right timing. Or, you know, I don't want them to know that about me yet. Or, hey, I would really love them to know about this side of me. Be that your marriage partner, your, you know, long-term relationship. The Scorpio season is saying, hey, you need to allow that to come out before you really don't have an option and you do hit rock bottom and you're forced into it. So the universe is just supporting you. It's supporting you through here, this trend, you know, with the past, the present, and going into the future with this card. Just know that anytime that you actually really feel like you're about to hit rock bottom, guess what? A miracle happens. So know that too if you're in a relationship in which you felt like maybe you have let it go and maybe it's something that you didn't want to let go. Know that something miraculous is about to happen, whether or not this person actually comes back around to your life, or better yet, you encounter or attract the energy that is truly desired. And so that you'll get a chance to love again and to do things differently, handle yourself differently. And finally, here in the outcome card, follow the leader card. See the clock on the tree? The pathway, different cultures and beings along this path. Some have traveled before, some this is a new journey for them. And it is in your final outcome position after the field of dreams reversed, wide open, rock bottom. And now, furthermore, this is telling you and teaching you that life is a tool. It is a teaching tool. It's teaching you that life is a teaching tool. And not to take it so serious to the point. And so it's talking about your romance and your relationships and your intimacy factor here, where being authentic and honest is the only way accepted. And it is an example of how honest and open you are. It'll be the example of your relationship, and it actually sets the tone. So you have to be careful of that also here in the Scorpio season as you're transforming and you're changing. Some of us will not be changing into something better. And that's only because of choice and mental. But for those of you, of us that are, just know that even within this transitional period, that everything that you're doing is a reflection of yourself. So take responsibility. And you are asking and being called by others to lead by example. And you've had a few conversations with some of your intimate partners and things, and they've clearly said this. And yeah, it may suck a little bit that your wisdom you have to earn the right for your wisdom in regards to how you feel and what you know. But when I'm looking at this card, I mean, you must share it. You got to share that part of yourself. You just got to let it go and get out there and be fully authentic for you to even really feel like the love that's being given to you or showered upon you is really worth having or is even fulfilling. But this is a season about what you want. So look to those who have great character and accomplishments that you admire, you know, because you want to be admired for yours as well. So you have to look towards that in which it is that you really seek. And you know, hey, if you are one of these, you know, superficial people and wearing a mask or whatever the case may be, you will also attract that. And that is exactly what you need. Even though you will be opposite in many ways, that attraction is just what it is, that attraction. Two magnetic forces. I am now going to get into this other deck. I'm going to try to hurry it up. It's a little spirit oracle. It's going to give a little affirmation onto this reading, and then I'm going to jump into romance angels and do the same spread to develop the story. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, Aries must have you on their mind. Or the spirit of Aries. Maybe someone who's an Aries who has passed on or whatever is definitely trying to deliver a message to you, Sagittarius. So connect that. The Divine Wheel card came up in the past pattern. And that present, you have the Holiday card. Then we have the Sacred Knowledge card. And then the Innocence card. Really, really interesting that the Divine Wheel came under that Field of Dreams. Basically, Divine Wheel telling us that, you know what I'm saying, we must let go and let the universe, basically. I'm going to show you the illustration on this card. Your life is definitely unfolding, you know, and Divine Will is taking over, asking you to trust, let go of fear and any apprehension that you may have towards yourself and towards this, towards your romantic endeavors. Also with this card, it lets you know that you are protected and that you need patience in order to truly manifest things all in perfect timing. You know, they say, you know, like he's an on-time God, or, you know, Divine Will is just purely, you know, good, and it always seems to show up right on time. And then the romantic angel stage, true love. Right now, true love. First, thyself in that. First, thyself in that. That you are learning true love of yourself in this transformation during the Scorpio season. Sagittarius, you're truly experiencing something of a lifetime. Whether it's actually letting go and being able to move forward through something, or being able to reconnect after forgiving something, or meeting a new energy and having to really be truly authentic, purely out there, so that you can truly attract that in which you're attracted to. with the wide open there in the present. Wide open, letting you know, yes, you did have wide open spaces, freedom to roam and to be yourself and to, you know, expose the truth and be honest. And also to do away with. Holiday. It's offering you a particular healing, you know, for peace. When we see this card, it's saying, it's offering you that because it's saying, hey, you need to get away. You need to just, right here in the Scorpio season, you need to do something within your romance. You need to take a trip outside of the norm. Change of scenery for you in this romance, or you and this partner. If you're single, time to get out and get a change of scenery on your typical atmospheres or things that you do or places you go to hang out at. Time to change that up. And supportive of that, healing family issues along the way. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Very, very important, Sagittarius. Forgive them for whatever. Even if you feel like you had a pretty decent, you know, upbringing. There are a lot of things that we learn as we grow older about our parents. So just forgiving them for whatever. We all personally have things. So forgiveness definitely will play a big issue in healing a lot of things and gapping, closing the gap between your overall fulfillment through romance. And sometimes in that parent thing, it also refers to some of you that within your romance, because of the way you may have disciplined a child, or maybe a particular school or some form of activity that you've just been disagreeing on. And as a parent, you do have to move forward through that to understand that, first of all, the child's picking up on the energies, but that, yeah, like, hey, it's just part of parenting, and it's a part of you both caring. So healing those issues just within the household between two parents, or even, again, as it's stating, forgiving your parents, you know. Going into that future, we had the Sacred Knowledge card. Beautiful, coming after the rock bottom. A lot of knowledge is awaiting you. And a lot of you, Sagittarius, should definitely get into more of the healing rituals, such as the crystals, the essential oils, and things of that nature. This card is calling upon that during the Scorpio season. It can bring about a lot of healing and love and abundance to your romance sector. Definitely pointing towards your health and maybe in heightening orgasms or even mental and spiritual pleasures. There are those forms of intimacy beyond, you know, just purely mental or physical. Emotional and spiritual connections. Man. And the romance angel card to support that is to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yes. Yes, 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 Sagittarius. A lot of times it's needed so that you could truly focus. You're so busy with technology or projecting a particular image that sometimes you lose a little bit of essence, or, you know, your suaveness within your romantic sector, because you're so steadily worrying about worldly things and trying to give your opinion or trying to save something or someone. And so it's time to retreat, though, here during this Scorpio season. Again, 2 more weeks of this leading into the Sagittarius season, which your season, it will support you more. But indeed, these seeds are important to plant here in the Scorpio season. So go ahead and get that much needed rest and refocus your intentions of your relationship and accept the knowledge and the wisdom that's going to come behind that. And then finally, final outcome, the Innocence card. This card encourages you to just be you, to let the light shine through, just to do you. Again, authenticity. A lot of cards supporting this. That message should be coming through clearly to you. But do expect positive outcomes, you know. This card is that of pure intentions. Again, further confirming that you have to plant these seeds in order to really be able to reap these benefits. And patience is key. And then the angel card, children. Your love life is being affected by children. Not sure if these are your children, or if you may be pregnant, or if you may have gotten someone pregnant. This is also sometimes signifies, especially in the outcome, that maybe the romance may come from someone who has children, or even in a profession. If you're working with children on a day-to-day basis, that's possible that you'll have a romantic. A lot of times in this outcome, we see particular romantic affairs is coming under this innocence card that's saying, hey, you know, you must keep that innocence. Don't go too far off here, and keep yourself honest and pure. But yeah, this children card, you should definitely get a personal reading from me or from your spiritual source, so that can develop more into what that children factor and that card means there for you. Okay. And you guys, I've been doing something new. And so I have my naughty and nice cards. My naughty cards for my masculine wild, which are usually my males or females who have more of a masculine demeanor. Then I have my nice deck, and these for my feminine wild, and for the ladies or those of you who may have feminine qualities. For the feminine quality type of person, a whiff of lavender can increase the blood flow to your partner's organs by a whooping 40%. Camphor, sandalwood, and other nifty smells perforate to arouse. Drop one or several of these into a bath, upon your pillow, or onto the bedside, and allow its magic to work. So it's asking you, yes, ladies, a whiff of lavender or some type of, you know, seductive essential oil. And you can go online and look up these essential oils, and they have all different types, and they'll tell you exactly what it excites. And so try this. Have 2 weeks in the Scorpio season. Come on, Sagittarius, just give it a try. Just and you can try different scents, and definitely you're gonna get you know, his attention, and you'll also sorry about that. I got a call. I got this new phone, and I love this camera. But yes, try that. And for you guys, let's see here. A trick cleverly employed by some professional dominatrix is to blindfold and perhaps tie up your partner before they disrobe. That way, you can see how they feel. And they can see how you feel. You know, with the reversed roles. Like one night, you blindfold and let them undress and, you know, rub their body up against yours. And you do that. I mean, and it doesn't have to be back to back, of course. But hey, try it once or twice, fellas, you know. Being a little more seductive or having a little bit of pre-ritual routine before you dive right in. Indeed, I've enjoyed doing this reading with you, and I wish you the best of luck. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm Madam Nove, Nove Anderson, and get your reading. Until next time, Astro Love, Madam Nove.